Del Miller, part of harness racing. He was harness racing. Its beating heart, its moral conscience, its greatest progressive thinker, its outstanding spokesman, its icon, and its idol. For 8 remarkable decades, he drove, owned, bred, and trained some of the greatest horses in harness racing. He founded a major track, the Meadows, and created a classic race, the Adios, named for the stallion which brought him fame and fortune. What he did with that fortune was doing things for others. In his rounds of the world, driving in more than 40 countries, making friends in every one. Many of you in the ramp in front of me recall speaking to Delvin as he walked this ramp so many times in so many years, and were thrilled when he stopped and spoke to you, which was his custom. Many of the caretakers on the backstretch of this racetrack benefited from his input and advice, and some from his generous treatment. Caretakers not only here, but across this nation and around the world, and some of that generosity enabled them to go on to become executives of racetracks and horsemen in their own right. Many of the drivers and the dignitaries surrounding me here basked in the warmth of Delvin Miller's friendship and valued it and will value it for the rest of their lives. Many of the owners who race horses here have benefited from his suggestions and his advice. Many of the breeders who are selling yearlings at the great Lexington sales this week owe the pedigrees of the royal yearlings that they're selling to Delvin Miller's wisdom and his vision. And as we honor him here today, it's clearly obvious that he and the lovely lady who traveled the road with him step by step for 50 years, Mary Libb, touched the lives of every one of us in harness racing. He lifted us by his energy and his example. He energized us by his enthusiasm and his creativity. And he gave us gifts, countless gifts, that all of us will remember as long as we live. They'll inspire us, and they will endure as long as harness racing endures. He was harness racing's man of the world, its leader, and its lost hero. And now to recount some personal narratives, another lifelong friend of Delvin Miller's. He represents not only all of these folks here and the countless thousands of friends of Delvin everywhere, but he represents media, formerly with the Associated Press, and ABC sportscaster Dave Dials. Dave?
But in the book of Ecclesiastes, we're told that for everything there is a season. Those of us who are brought up in rural countries like to talk about the time to plant and a time to reap, and we believe that, and we believe there's a time to laugh, and we believe there's a time to cry, and there are 8 or 10 things that we're told that there's time for, and we agree with every one of them until we come to that one little passage that says there's a time to live and a time to die, and we want to take that out of God's hands, because our timetable is not always what God's timetable is. And so we want to grieve selfishly because we're mad, really, that Delvin is taken from us. We know in our hearts that there never could be a good time for Delvin Miller to die. It would be an appropriate time. He is somebody that we still need. We genuinely want around us because each of us is nicer by a little bit. Each of us is better by a little bit. Each of us is a little kinder, a little more considerate, just simply because that we knew Delvin Miller. His leaving has taken quite a bit of the laughter from our lives. I said at the Little Brown Jug a week or so ago that the true mark of a gentleman is how he treats those who can be of no possible service to him. by whatever measuring stick you want to use, you'll find that Delvin Miller was a true gentleman. He was a champion who made each of us better for having passed through his life for just a little while. You do not need to look for another Delvin Miller. You will not find one. Emerson put it this way: when nature removes a great man, people explore the horizon for a successor, but none comes and none will. His class is extinguished. I would invite all of you to join me in a moment of silence. Thank you very much.
Thank you all. In conclusion, for a Delvin who was most comfortable in the surroundings of a racetrack, we will now have the call to the post. Thank you all.